Welcome back to the Memphis Tech Pharaohs College Football 26 Team Builder Dynasty. We are in the preseason of year 3 after going 14-1 and losing in the quarterfinals of the playoffs last year. We're moving to a new conference this year, American Athletic Conference, and we also have some new players on offense that we'll be focusing most of our gameplay on. Let's go look at the team real quick. Quarterback, we still have Bryce Frost starting and Ricky Collins back up. We added these two freshman dual threat quarterbacks. Halfback size, Ty Hardy's coming back. He's the highest rated guy on the team, but we are actually going to start true freshman Johnny Jamison first. Even though he only has 87 speed, he's got higher carry, he's much stronger, and we're going to go with him initially. We also have another freshman in Pierre Hoyt who gets some action. He's an impact dev trait, and then we'll have Hardy if we need to, if those guys don't do it. And Chad Gasper, got him in the portal. He's going to be our third down back. On the wide receiver side, brought in Emmett Mosley the fifth, brought in Carlos Orr Gillespie, brought back Scooter Page. And we also have CJ Peaks, Trayon Bell, LJ Young, some of our veteran guys that will be helping out. New starting tight end, Fetu Lupke, 86 speed, 81 catch in traffic, and he's going to start star dev. Got him all cleaned up and ready for him to make his debut. Well, now let's take a look at our depth chart. You can see we got a lot of colors on here: blue, red, yellow. Some guys are in white. I'll explain what those are. Yellow, those are seniors. Those are guys that are going to be leaving. Those are guys need to replace, bringing in freshmen or transfer portal but guys. Blue means they have low dev caps. So anybody that's below 30 on their cap is going to be in blue, which means they can be progressed higher. Anybody that's 40 or higher is in red. It means they have high dev caps on all their abilities, and they're not going to get a whole lot better than what they are. They're capped in certain abilities like blocking for offensive linemen. So we really need to upgrade the guys that are in red. The blue are future starters, good players. Yellow guys are leaving. You can see we had a lot of capped corners, capped free safeties. We're going to be looking at corners and safeties in this recruiting class specifically. We're also going to look for depth at linebacker. D-line looks pretty good. We need to bring in an edge. Offensive line, we have 3 starters right here, maybe 4. And so we're going to need to find some better dev, low cap offensive linemen, and also bring in some starters through the portal and replace these guys with the red highlights. Wide receiver, we're set. We're just going to bring in one here, maybe one here, and for this cap. Tight end, we just need one. Running back, we're set. Quarterback, we're set. So the main focus is going to be offensive line and the secondary and linebacker depth. So that's going to be what we're going to be looking at. I do have a list. We're going to go after 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 4 tackles, 3 guards, 1 center, 2 edge, 4 outside linebackers, 1 mic, 4 corners, and 2 strong safeties. That's 25 guys, and that includes the portal. So if we don't get them by recruiting the freshmen, then we'll go into the portal and try and get some of these guys. There's a pretty good chance that I go for at least 3 offensive linemen in the portal. So let's hop into this recruiting board. And I already have some guys on the list. They are sorted on here by where we are as number 1. So we have this halfback, Curtis Crum. He's first on the list. I only threw a couple of halfbacks because they're 4-star halfbacks. And this Jaron Mulligan is number 6 at the position. So we have these guys on here just so that, can always bring in good talent. And it helps our overall recruiting class grade. 4-star wide receiver. If we're number 1 on some of these guys, I'm not going to ignore them. Here's a Mike, a Sam, an edge, a guard, wide receiver. So these are all the positions we absolutely need. And they're all sorted by interest. And then we'll get down to the guys that were not on their board yet. And we're going to scout these guys up and offer everybody on this board. And go from there and see how many of these guys are left. These are all 4 stars or better. There's not one 3-star on this list. And is there 5? Yeah, there's a 5-star tackle, 5-star Sam, 5-star Mike. This guy is a D end, another Mike. So we do have some 5 stars on here, and we'll just see how it goes. But this is the board that we set up. And, like I said, we're going to be going after offensive line and secondary with linebacker depth. So let me get these guys scouted and offered, and then we'll move on to the next week. Okay, I have everybody offered on the board, and we scouted the like top half or so till we ran out of points. Curtis Crum, top of the board, 92 speed, 93 excel, 87 change of direction. He's already got shifty. Aaron Mulligan, 86 speed, 90 excel, safety valve and arm bar. He's more of a receiving back. Moaski, 88 speed, 92 excel, 80 spec catch, 84 short, 85 medium, 81 deep. This guy is a beast already. Just got to get his speed up, and he is a 4-star gem. It's Crispin, linebacker, 81 speed with 90 excel, 84 hit power, 78 zone already. Eric Beavers, 81 speed, 90 excel, 80 zone coverage, 86 hit power. Rodney Otis, 86 strength, power rusher, 78 speeds, not bad. We can get him up to 80 at least. Rainey, offensive lineman, 82 run block, 83 run block finesse, 80 impact. He's got great pass blocking as well. Aaron Hollis, wide receiver, 88 speed with 91 excel. It's a really good short and medium. Deep route needs to be worked on, but great spec catch. Burkick, a little lower rated on his run blocking. Great pass blocker. Definitely would be a tackle. Move him outside to tackle. EJ Teague, a little bit better run blocking, not quite so good with the finessing. He's more of a strong guy, and we definitely need that in the middle. 91 strength. Need that in the center of our offensive line. He'll get a ton of pancakes. Darius Willies, 86 strength, only 70 speed, but he is an edge, and have to get that speed worked up. He's not going to be fast enough for us, so he may not make the final cut. Tight end, 81 speed, 78 catching, great route running already. Bragos, 80 run block, 84 run block power, 84 run block finesse. Already everything's in the 80s on his pass blocking. And yeah, this guy is a beast. Can play him all over the offensive line. Marquise Blunt, wide receiver, 86 speed, great route running, great spec catch. Just got to get his speed up if we can, at least to a 90. Eric Lucian, 89 speed, 89 excel, 81 catch, 90 spec catch. This dude is phenomenal. Quincy Stoneburner, decent blocking. And then we get into the guys that we didn't get scouted. There was one DB that we got partially scouted. Dexter Marcus, 90 speed, 92 excel, and 70 man. Just don't have his zone and press. Does have quick jump. So the rest of these guys will try to get scouted as we go. If we're not high in their list and we're gonna end up cutting them off, then I don't want to bother with scouting these guys. But from here on up, the top 16 guys were at least in their top 10 already, so they are a definite go as far as putting points on. I may not put as many points on these running backs initially. We're number one. We'll just see how the other teams go. As you can see, got some other guys with pipelines in there, so we'll just see how they go after them. If no one goes after them, then yeah, I'll leave them on the board and take them to see how it goes. But mostly, like I said, need linebackers, offensive line, and corners, safeties. So we may have to go find some more. We only have 1, 2, 3 corners on the board here, 4, 5, but we're not in their top 10s, so we may have to go back into the 3-star pool and see what's out there. But there we go. We're done with the initial recruiting board setup, and now we can advance the week. And you may notice we have some coaching points that I haven't used. This 14 points I'm saving, I want to get into either the strategist or into talent developer. We don't have any players drafted in the first round yet. Working on trying to do that this next season, but would love to get into this one here so that we can get progress and XP gains and boost our pipelines. If we decide not, and we go here because we only need 2 more bowl wins, then this will really boost our complimentary visits. I believe one of our coordinators, our offensive coordinator is already in here, so we're going to get boosts for quarterbacks, running backs, all of our receivers and tight ends, O-line, and DBs. So it just doesn't have the D-line. So it would be nice for me to be able to get in here and get the linebackers and D-line guys boosted up as well. So that's why I'm saving those points. All right, we advanced the week, so let's jump in here and check out the recruiting. A lot of guys going after Crum. He's got 4 offers already. 3 offers on Mulligan, Noeski. Yep, all these 4 stars. No one's after Beavers. Wow. 4-star thumper, and no one's after him, so that's good. Everybody's in on this edge. Everybody's in on the guard. Only BYU's after this wide receiver. Everybody's on this edge. Tight end, we should be able to get this guy. Everybody's on the offensive line, wide receiver. Not much going on with this wide receiver. And we are not on his board. A lot of offers, a lot of purple tiers. Yeah, we have no chance for Steinkühler, so let's take him off the board. No chance for him. Athlete, third on his. Not a lot of, looks like everybody's getting the scholarship boost there. Same thing here. Only 3 teams. Yeah, everybody's after this Sam. We're not getting him. All those big schools. Yeah, we're not getting him. Could go there. In states after him, but all they did was put an offer. So, all right, we're going to have to throw points on him for sure. Anybody else with no offers? All right, so, yeah, not getting that strong safety. Might leave this guard on here. We'll see. Let's finish scouting this guy real quick. There we go. Really good press and zone. All right, let's go back to top of the board here. I don't really need a running back, so this looks like everybody offered and nobody put points. We'll save these 2 for last. This is definitely not a need. Wide receiver. Just give him 25 for now. Mike. We're going 50. Sam. We're going to go 25 for now. Edge. Let's go get him. Guard. Wide receiver. Let's go 25 at the moment. Running low on points right now. So let's go. We'll just go 15 on him. Tackle, we're going to go 50. And yeah, we'll go 50 on this tackle as well. All right, we're going to move these running backs down below the guys that we're putting points on. Like I said, they're not a need for the team. They're more of a want, and we'll just let them sit here. Yeah, second, third, not on their boards. If we're not on their board and we're not putting points on them and they got a lot of offers, we're just going to get rid of them. Yeah, I'm not getting these guys. All right, so now I have 11 spots to add, so I'm going to go back into the prospect list, try and find some more guys, and I'll be right back and show you who they are. Okay, I found a bunch of other guys. This Tavares Yaboa. Let's go route runner, wide receiver, number 1 on his board, so we'll just put him on there and get him an offer next week. 6'5", 202. If he's too slow to play wide receiver, we'll just move him to tight end. So I have this athlete contested specialist, 6'1", 197. Could be a wide receiver, could be a short tight end. Just throw him on there and take a look. Rick Soto, athlete thumper, number 2 on his list. No one is after him. Nobody has a pipeline tier, so that could be a 4-star linebacker that we can add for free. Thing speedster wide receiver. No one's putting any points on him. Got another athlete thumper, number 1 at his position, number 5 in the nation, got a playing time grade of A+. Only Michigan has a pipeline tier. So the best Athlete thumper, best linebacker sitting out here, and no one, 5-star, no one has an offer, so we'll put him on the board for sure. And then we found this Will, 4-star that no one's got offers. Look at all those tiers. No one's going after this lurker Mike. No one's going after this signal caller Mike. Right guard that we can move out to tackle. Another right tackle. And another linebacker athlete. So we got a bunch of guys on here that no one is going after. I can't believe this 5-star linebacker no one's interested in. So was it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? That's 55 points. I don't think we have 55 points to put on these guys. But what we could do is take the points off here, because it's only 15, and go offer 3 of them. So let's go find the best 3 that we can offer. And the first guy we're going to offer is this 5-star. And these are receivers. There's another linebacker. Let's look at the offensive line. Let's offer him. And offer him, because they're going to be harder to get. So there we go. That's our board after the initial board setting and 1 week. All right, let's check out this recruiting before we get into our first game. So this wide receiver we dropped, Nebraska's in on him, and we have points to put. So let's go ahead and give him 50. I don't want to lose this race right off the rip. Number 1 on the mic. Clearly number 1. No one else even interested on Beavers. Jumped ahead of these guys on the edge. We may take these points off Beavers and put them on someone else. Number 1 there. Clearly jumped on that receiver. Mizzou's going to battle us for this guy. Way up there on the center. Fighting off Illinois there. We jumped over them. In we're falling back on, so yeah, you know what, we're going to take these points off of here because no one's after him, and I'll put him back on the tight end. Up on this 4-star tackle. Miami's got to jump. They got a big tier on us, and we'll leave it on there for another week or two. If they get it way up to there and we just can't compete, then we'll take the points off of him. Running back, they jumped ahead there. Locked out on this mic, okay. And locked out on the corner. I knew we would on some of these guys. Just get all these locked guys off of here. All right, everybody's going after Blunt. Still no one on the tackle. Number 1 there, number 1 there. Yep, these guys are all still being ignored. That's fine. We'll just leave them down here for now. And these guys are just getting, because they have a scholarship, we need to find some points to put on these guys. We're not going to get this corner. And yeah, we're not going to get this receiver. That's fine. I don't have the points, so we'll just take some of the receivers off. We can replace those guys. And these 2 running backs, I'm not even going to mess with. We'll just take them off the board and free a space for someone else. Yeah, Stoneburner, we may lose these points and go somewhere else because of that tier. We'll see 1 more week. You know what? No, we won't. We're just going to get rid of them because there's no way we can compete with that one. So what we'll do is we will put 50 points on this guy instead. 2 tackles, tight end, edge, center, guard, receiver, guard, edge, linebackers, receiver, and we're not going to get this receiver either. Now with that pipeline tier. It's fine. I'd rather put the points somewhere else. Let's go. Leave that there. Let's get on this 5-star thumper and send the house on him. Push him up the board. And I'll go look for some more players and be right back. Okay, I went in and found some 3-star players to add to the list. George Alabi, field cornerback, we're first on his. Josh Torres, boundary corner, we're first on his. Alan Clapp, free safety, first on his. Devontae Truman, 3-star strong safety, number 2 on his. Spencer Jackson, we are 3rd on that list. And we'll have to start throwing points to go after him. But if he goes to San Diego State or San Jose, that's fine by me. A tight end, physical route runner, 3-star with number 2 on his. 3-star raw strength guard, 3-star vertical threat tight end, 3-star pass protector center, which could go out to tackle. A 3-star bump and run corner, 3-star raw strength center, and a 3-star coverage specialist strong safety. All these guys are added to the board, and they will just sit down here until we need to go down and start adding points. I want to focus on all of these 4 stars and see if we can get these guys in. In fact, I'm going to move these guys up the board because we've offered them. We haven't offered the rest. So keep track of them, and we'll just go from there. And that's it for recruiting. All right, and now it's time to get into our first game action. Vanderbilt on the road. SEC team, saw what happened when we played one in the bowl game, in the Cotton Bowl. Hopefully have a better outcome here. And we get our first game as a member of the American Athletic Conference. Not a conference game, but we're still a member of the conference. So let's get into this game and see how our new skill players on offense work with our quarterback. And hopefully our offensive line holds up, and defense will be of a better performance than they did in that Cotton Bowl. Welcome to Season 3 for the Memphis Tech Pharaohs as we travel to Vanderbilt, face our second straight SEC team in this dynasty rebuild, and not sure what to expect here. We have new players, new offensive skill players, new defensive skill players, and this might be a step back season. I don't know, depends on how it plays. I have so many options at running back, I'm not sure what to do, and we don't have Talon Shetron and his dynamic speed to use both on offense and special teams, so this might be a different kind of season, but I'm very, very hopeful, excited about some of these guys we brought in, and we're going to kick the ball off. As you see, it's drizzling here in Nashville, so we're going to play in the rain to start the season, and we're not going to get those deep kickoffs because Matthew York graduated, and Aimbadejo doesn't have as strong a leg as you see. Got him down quick, though. Maybe Matauer. Vanderbilt's going to start on their own 22. So he's got plenty of throw power, not the fastest quarterback. And he's joined by Jaheim Merriweather in the backfield. And he's going to hand off to Merriweather, going wide, trying to get outside. And there we go, our 90-speed middle linebacker, Jason Wozniak with the TFL. Going to lose 3 on the play, and they'll bring up a 2nd and 13. The tower drops, looks, throws into the flat. Caught, and breaking 1 tackle, but not the second. That's Devontae Scroggins, going to pick up 5 on the play. That'll make it a 3rd down and 8. See if we can get off the field here. Tower drops, looks, steps up, throws over the middle, and batted out of his hand. Wozniak breaks that up at the last second. There we go. Going to get the ball first here as we make him go 3 and out. Strong performance by the defense in this one so far. And here's LJ Young, and he gets a few up the middle. And we're going to start on our own, well, actually at midfield on the 50. Johnny Jameson, true freshman running back in there. I see 87 speed. He's not a burner like Keontae Tyson. We have some other backs. We have like 5 backs this year, so I'm going to take me time to figure out which one I like the best. Frost hits a man over the middle. That's new wide receiver Emmett Mosley, the 5th, and he spins forward and picks up first down. First down of the season, 11 yards on the drag. And now here's a handoff to the receiving back, Chad Gasper Jr. He's our 3rd down back, but he's also got some of the best speed in the running back room. Play action pass, throws in, incomplete there. Block shed got in on the play action play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 6. Frost looking, got a man over the middle, caught. That's our new tight end, Fetu Lupke. Much better receiver than Gunderson was last year. A lot better speed. There's a handoff trying to get to the outside. Gasper, and he gets chased down from behind. Picks up 5 on the play. Hoping Lupke can be a big key to this offense. We didn't use the tight end nearly enough last year. Back goes in motion. That's Jameson. There's a handoff to Gasper, and he gets grabbed immediately. Got some very quick block sheds here on the offensive line, defensive line play. Frost drops, looks, out route, and it's overthrown as he misses Mosley there. Now we're going to have to try a field goal. 39-yard attempt. Josh Imbadejo, and it is wide left. He hooked it. So we go all the way down the field and do nothing. Now Vanderbilt get the ball. Second series for them. He's handing off Merriweather, trying to get to the outside, cuts it back to the middle, and he's going to pick up a first down. Big run there, 14 yards. I'll bring up a new first down on their own 36-yard line. Tower dropping, looking, throwing to the flat, caught and dropped. 2-yard gain, minimal gain there for Scroggins, and that'll bring up a second down and 8. Tower taking his time, takes a snap, looking, good pocket, steps up, throws to the side, and it's caught by the Pharaohs quarterback, Chris Wilbur, and he's going to take it to the house. Pick 6 pips right off the bat. Terrible decision to throw that to the flat as Wilbur just undercut the route, and we're on the board early. We missed the field goal, but we get the pick 6. Watch this. Throws that a long way across the field. Gave plenty of time for Wilbur to step in front of that pass and take it to the house. And Memphis Tech, not expecting their defense to score first this year, but maybe we have something here early. Got a 3 and out and then a pick 6. See what they do on this drive. There's a little screen pass to Merriweather trying to get to the outside. Gets by his linebackers and gets dragged down. But not until he picks up 15 on the play. So they get all the way out to their 38-yard line. 1st and 10. And Tower under center this time for the first time. Turns the hands out to Merriweather, and he kind of breaks that tackle as Wozniak flung him forward. Picks up 4 on the play. That'll be 2nd down and 6. Remember, Wozniak and Jolly are 2 guys we got in year 1. 89 and 90 speed at linebacker. Here's a handoff. Merriweather breaks up through the line, spins off one guy. Wozniak drives him to the ground. He's going to pick up 14 on that play as that running game is going now. 1st and 10 at our 44-yard line. Here's the pitch to the outside. Gets a good block. Stiff arm. And finally pushed out of bounds. That's Tremaine McKenzie, the backup running back. Picks up 21 on the play. Showing a lot of power there. Down to the 22. Matauer looking, and pressure finally gets there late, and down he goes. Javon Finley, D-tackle. Got the late pressure, just kept working on that guard and pushed him back. You see he finally breaks loose and gets him. Looks like a one-arm tackle. Now bring up a 2nd down and 18 from the 30. Tower dropping, looking, stepping up, and he's going to go down again. It's like a combo sack there. Denzel Sherman and Jason Wozniak going to split that sack as he stepped right up into the sack. Didn't lose anything on the play. So let's bring up a 3rd down and 18. Defense showing up big here early. Couple of sacks, a pick 6, a 3 and out. Tower looking. Good pocket this time. Here comes pressure late. Throws across the middle. Caught. And he's going to get dropped. 8-yard pass. Tristan Brown, the receiver, gets it. And now they're going to have to try a field goal. Angelo Fumagalli. Kick is up and right down the middle from 39 yards. And Vanderbilt is on the board as they now trail 7-3. And both teams would trade punts. So we're going to pick it up here in the 2nd quarter. Here's a handoff to Jameson trying to get outside. Cuts it back, and he's going to pick up 7 on the play. After a holding call, marches his back 10. It's going to be 2nd and 13. Frost, screen pass. Gasper, good block there. Cuts it back to the middle of the field. Pushes forward, and he gets the first down. 14 yards. Good strong running there by Gasper. Now we're out to the 46 of Vanderbilt. Frost looking over the middle. He's got a man. Page, and he's going to get dropped. Pick up a 7 yards on the drag to Scooter Page. 2nd down and 3 now. Hand off Gasper, trying to find a hole, and he picked the wrong one. If he cuts it back hard left, he's got a big lane. Only picks up 2, and now I'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And another handoff Gasper, and this time he gets the first down. Picking up 3 on the play. After an incomplete pass on 1st down, we got a 2nd down and 10 here on the 34. Frost looking, throwing over the middle. Scott Lupke, the tight end. Big catch there, 13 yards, moves the chains. Knocking on the door of the red zone, down on the 21. It's actually 20.5-yard line. Frost throws to the flat. Or Gillespie's got it and gets knocked out of bounds. That's Carlos or Gillespie, another new wide receiver. 8 yards there, bring up a 2nd and 2. Here's the handoff to Gasper, huge hole up the middle, and he gets knocked down inside the 5. Be 1st and goal at the 2, 10-yard gain there. Ty Hardy checks in at running back. Here's the handoff, and trying to get to the outside, cutting it in, and nowhere to go. No gain on the play. That'll be 2nd down and goal. Gasper checks back in. Handoff, cuts it up the middle, and again, he picks up 1, but he can't get in the end zone, and that'll bring up a 3rd and goal. Looks like we got RPO action here, and he's going to hand off, and Gasper's going to find his way into the end zone. First touchdowns of Memphis Tech Pharaoh, our first offensive score of the season on a 1-yard run by Chad Gasper Jr. There we go. Offense finally found some cohesion on that drive. It's going to be a work in progress as I try and figure out which running back I want to use. After the kickoff, they're going to start on their 20. Merriweather trying to get up the middle, and he's going to get it. It's going to be there. They're going to get in progress. Yes, it's a 1st down, so he gains 10 on the play. Now we go back to our normal camera. Not sure what happened on that last one. 1st and 10. The tower. Handoff. Merriweather pushes forward, picks up 3. He's 2nd down and 7. I want to pound the ball all day long with Merriweather. There's another handoff, cuts it back, jukes back to the spins. Man, dude is just nothing but moves. He's only going to have no gain on that play, though, so it's going to be 3rd down and 7. No gain on that play. Namatauer steps up in the pocket, throws deep over the middle, caught, spinning off 1 and dropped inside the 40-yard line, 27 yards to Scroggins. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 39 of Memphis Tech. Tower, handoff. McKenzie spins inside and picks up 2 on the play. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Quick first half. Commodores going to have 2nd and 8 on our 36.5. Going I formation now. Tower drops, looks, throws, caught. Stick route there. And it's going to be just short, 8 yards. Bryson Coleman, the tight end. Bring up a 3rd and inches as they go big set. Here's the handoff. Merriweather straight up the middle. He pushed our line backwards, and he's going to get the 1st down. Pick up 4 on the play. 1st and 10 now at the 25. Tower looking, throws over the middle. He's got a man, caught, gets through 1 man down inside the 10. 16 yards to Joseph McVeigh. They have 1st and goal at the 9. Game clock down to 41. Handoff up the middle. Merriweather breaks 1 tackle, falls forward, gets down to the 3 as they call their first timeout. 6-yard gain there. The 2nd and goal from the 3. Tower drops, looks, little screen pass to the flat. Merriweather jukes out with the DB and drags the defender into the end zone for a touchdown. Big back, but he's got some moves. And Vanderbilt gets their first touchdown of the game. Behind Merriweather. 3-yard pass. Don't see too many screen passes at the goal line, but maybe I should use that more. It's going to be a 14-10 game. Get the ball back here. 29 seconds left. Frost looking. Page over the middle's got it. He gets dragged down. We're going to go no huddle instead. We got 3 timeouts. We should be calling timeout. We're going to go no huddle. 18 yards on the drag there. 20 seconds left. Frost looks, throws, and caught. No, he dropped it. So I'll stop the clock with 16 seconds. We're going to need at least 30 yards. Frost dropping, looking, throwing. Deep shot down the numbers. Oh, and it was almost picked. Overthrew his tight end. 3rd and 10 here. Maybe he should just run the ball. Frost looking, throwing over the middle. Oh, and he airmails the receiver, and it's picked off. What a terrible throw there by Bryce Frost. He's had a couple of games now where he's been airmailing his receivers. The game against South Carolina in the Cotton Bowl, and now this one. Interception there by Simeon Bulware. And that's not good. They're knocking on the door of field goal range. 7 seconds left. They have 2 timeouts. Tower looking, throws it out to the flat, caught and dragged down, and they're going to call timeout with 1 second left. 7 yards to Ty Lockwood, their other tight end. Now Fumagalli from 55 yards, and it is good. So there you go. Vanderbilt, 10 points in the last 2 minutes to get this down to a 1-point game. It's kind of a careless drive at the end. Probably should just ran the ball and ran out the clock, but you can see time of possession, they're about 2 minutes ahead of us, and they're running the ball better, throwing the ball better. See, 166 to 126. They got 68 yards to our 45 and 98 yards to 81. Offense is a little tough going in this first half. Both teams struggling on third down. Both teams have thrown a pick. And like I said, time of possession about 2 minutes. And we're going to hop ahead here in the third quarter. Both teams started the half by going 3 and out. And got Page across the middle as Frost finds him. 12 yards on the drag. 1st and 10 now on our 47. Man in motion, that's Page. Play action, Frost dropping, looking, throwing on backside to Lupke. First down, and he's down inside the 35. Nice catch and run there by the tight end. He's got much better wheels than Gunderson does. And we're going to get a challenge. I think Vanderbilt thinks he stepped out of bounds. So we'll take a look at this. He's easily caught the ball inbounds right here. Plenty of room. And they said, right there, yep. They said he stepped out of bounds. They're going to pull it back to the 40. Still a first down play. There's a handoff, and Hardy going nowhere again. Only gains 1 on the play. Be 2nd down and 9. Jamison and Gasper in there. Here's a handoff to Jamison. Tries to push through the line. He's only going to pick up 2 on the play. Now bring up a 3rd down and 7. Need to get this conversion, guys. Frost looking, throws over the middle, and he threw it behind his tight end, and then it gets broken up after the fact. So now we're going to have to go for it. 55 yards, a little too far for Ian Badejo. Frost looking, throws to the flat to the running back, Jamison, and he gets pushed out of bounds, and he's going to be 1 yard shy, and we're going to turn this ball over on downs. So now Vanderbilt down 1, gets the ball on their own 32-yard line, 8 minutes left here in the quarter. The tower over the middle, caught. Going to be a first down gain, and finally gets corralled. That's Tavares Malvo, 3rd tight end. 16-yard gain after an incomplete on first down. They're going to hand this off to Merriweather on 2nd, and he's going to get swarmed over and dropped for 2. Ross Jolly, TFL. Now bring up a 3rd down and 12. Got to get these guys off the field. Tower, quick drops, looks, steps up, throws down the middle. He's got a man caught. It's a first down. Deep into our territory, 14 yards on the cross to McVeigh. Gets it down to our 46, and there's going to be a handoff to Merriweather, and he gets grabbed and dropped. Only picks up 1. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. Commodores on the move now. Taking his time. Now slot man goes in motion. Play action. The tower. A little shuttle pass to the wide receiver. Spins and gets dropped. Scroggins loses 3 on the play. Not sure what that was, and it'll be 3rd down and 12. Definitely need to get off the field here. Matauer looks, throws, and that was supposed to be a screen pass, and this running back got caught up in the line. Now they're going to try a 50-yard field goal. Fumagalli, big leg, kicks it right down the middle, and the Commodores take a 16-14 lead after the turnover on downs. We're going to start the next drive on the 26-yard line. Frost looking, throwing, across the middle, caught. Mosley, and that's a first down catch. 11-yard gain on the drag. Frost looking now, throws in the middle. Oh, and it's broken up. He had Hardy, looked like on the Texas route, coming out there, drops the pass. Now bring up a 2nd down and 10. And a handoff. Gasper falls forward and gains nothing on the draw. So now it's 3rd and 10. Offense struggling right now. Line play needs to block better. Cross dropping. Here comes pressure. Throws. And it got hit as he threw it. And the ball fluttered. And now we're going to have to punt the ball back. It's just a less than stellar drive here after the field goal gives Vanderbilt the lead. Here's a high punt to the 25. It's going to be a 39-yard punt by Eric Quintana, a new punter. 4-yard return. Puts them at their 29 where they'll take over. There's a handoff to Merriweather trying to get wide, and he gets grabbed and dropped on a play. That's freshman middle linebacker Mailua Tavai. Big play there, getting him some snaps. And Matauer throws a little quick pass to Scroggins, breaks a tackle, and he's going to get the first down. Poor tackling there. 18 yards on a whip route. Now they go back to the I formation on first down. Hand off Merriwell straight up the hole. We filled that hole late. Could have been a much bigger gain there. He picks up 8 on the play. And after an incomplete pass, it's going to be 3rd down and 2 as they go heavy here. 2 tight ends to the right and a fullback. Pitch to that side. Merriweather cuts it up. He's got the first down. And he gets dragged down at our 39. Now they have 1st and 10. Just under a minute left here in the 3rd quarter. They've been moving the ball well on the ground, passing when they need it. Here's Matauer, throws over the middle, man wide open, 25, and bounce off one and pushed out of bounds at the 20. 19-yard pass to Lockwood. Now you got 1st and 10 at the 20. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Here's a handoff to the receiver, and he gets blasted down. Only a 1-yard gain there by McVeigh. And that's going to take us to the 4th quarter. Vanderbilt driving. Luckily, we've been holding them to field goals. See the passing yards are slightly ahead. Rushing yards almost double. 5 more minutes, time of possession. And now we have 2nd and 9 to start the 4th. Here's a handoff to Merriweather, and he's going nowhere, and he gets dropped for no gain. Now bring up a 3rd down and 9. See if we can stall them out and hold them to a field goal again. Tower drops, looks, here comes pressure, and down he goes. Corner blitz. Chris Wilbur had the pick 6 in the 1st quarter, gets the sack now. So we brought the heat. Love bringing that corner off the slot. We have no one to account for him, and he's way too fast. And that's going to force another field goal try. This one from 43. And the kick is good as it sneaks inside the right upright. 43 yards by Fumagalli, and that's now 19-14. We're going to start at the 21 after the kickoff. Frost looking, throws over the middle, and it's picked! Looked like the ball got there at the same time as both the receiver and defender, and the defender gets it. Well, another pick by Frost. Daryl Farrar gets this one. And we're in trouble, guys. They have the ball on our 24, up 5. Still a 1-score game. We got to hold them to 3 here, and Merriweather trying to get up the middle, picks up 2 on the play. This is not how we wanted to start that next drive. Like I said, offense is a work in progress. Frost has been erratic lately. We might have to switch quarterbacks at some point, and that's a big TFL there. 2-yard loss. Jolly on the TFL. Bring up a 3rd down and 10 now. As we try to get off the field, only allowing 3. Tower looking, steps, throws, shot to the corner of the end zone, and it's broken up. DeMarvin Holland with a great defensive play there. Now they're going to try a 40-yard field goal, my bad, can't count. And it's driven right down the middle. And it's now 22-14 as Fumagalli has been all of their offense. And both teams would trade punts, so we're going to pick it up now with 3:30 left in the game. Frost looking, throws, stop route, or Gillespie's got it, pushes forward, and he's going to be just shy. Picks up 10, be 2nd and inches. Need touchdown on a 2-pointer to tie this game up. Frost looking, throwing, and he airmails it, throws in front of Page, and it's going to be incomplete. I'll bring up a 3rd and inches. Here's the handoff. Straight up the middle, Jamison, big hole, and he's dropped. But not until he picks up 14 yards. Gets us down to the 30. 2:21 left here in the game. Man goes in motion. Frost drops, looks, throws over the middle. He's got Page, and that's going to be another 1st down. 12 yards on the slant. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So we got 2 minutes. Need to go 18 yards. Get that touchdown 2-pointer. Frost looking. Got a man over the middle. Oh, and he airmails a tight end. Lupke had him wide open. Had at least 3 yards on the defender. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. There's a handoff, and Gasper runs into the crowd and gets dropped for a 1-yard gain. That'll bring up a 3rd and 9. Yeah, Frost's accuracy has just not been good right now. I don't know if it's the rain or what. Looking, throws, and it's knocked down, knocked loose from Page. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 9. Got to go for it. Frost drops, looks. Got a man over the middle, cut. That's Or Gillespie, and he doesn't get in. He gets dropped at the 1 yard line. Nice in route there. 56 seconds is a handoff, and Jamison bounces off 2, and he's going to get no gain. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 1. He's going to try it to the other side, and he's going to walk in for the touchdown. Jamison's first career touchdown. True freshman. Now we get this down to a 2-point game. We got to get this 2-pointer. Tight set here. Frost drops, looks, throws to the flat, caught, and he can't get in. It's Or Gillespie as the defender stops him on the 1, and now we're going to have to onside kick this as we try to bounce it off their guy, and they got it. That's Scroggins, a wide receiver, and that's going to be ball game. As our offense was not very consistent. Frost had his issues with accuracy. Defense held them to a ton of field goals, 5 field goals. We just couldn't do much on offense as we scored 1 touchdown in the first half and 1 late, nothing in between. And we lose our opener 22-20 as Merriweather didn't have a ton of rush yards, but he got enough when he needed to get first downs. And Vanderbilt beats us at home in the rain to start the season. And we've got to do some work on offense, especially O-line's not blocking too well. Let's check out the stats. We had more first downs. They had about 16 yards more of offense. We only had 51 yards rushing. That's not up to par for us. Both had 181 yards passing, so passing was difficult. Their downs were difficult. We threw 2 picks. They threw 1. And only 2 penalties, and they had the ball 5 minutes more than us. Let's check out the player stats. Frost, 19 of 35. That's terrible. No touchdowns, 2 picks. He was at 70% last year. Gasper, 36 yards and a touchdown. Jamison, 30 yards and a touchdown. Frost, that's from 2 sacks. Receiving side, Page, 5 for 66. Or Gillespie, Mosley, Lupke, had not much production there. 10 pancakes for Johnson. There you go. And tackle-wise, 11 for Wozniak, 10 for Ellinger, 10 for Jolly. There's all our TFLs. Sacks, we had 4. Picks, we had the pick 6 there by Wilbur. But just wasn't enough on offense. Defense did a great job. And that was a tough way to start the season. Got to go in the lab and work on this offense and figure out which running backs I want to use. Gasper kind of got used most by default because he's our 3rd down back. See Chris Wilbur, American Conference Defensive Player of the Week with 5 tackles, a sack, a TFL, and a pick 6. Big game for him. Now let's go check out our recruiting. See, we're first on this Mike, 4-star Mike. All these 4 stars at the top we're number 1 on. Can be a little bit of a battle there for him. All these guys were number 1. Gotta love it. Those 50 points matter. Willie's, there's a bunch of people after him. And looking to see if any of these hard cells are open. They're not yet. Williams, we gotta do some work on. Williams, another tackle. We're trying to revamp our entire offensive line. And this 5-star thumper that no one's going after. As you see, there's a lot of offensive linemen on this board this year. And now we get down into the guys that we don't have offers on. No one's chasing any of these players. And we get to the 3 stars that are backup options. I had to backfill some of these guys in and find 3 corners that we can go get later. But see, a lot of the focus is receivers and a ton of offensive linemen and linebackers. And we just need depth on the linebackers, but we need to find some starters on offense, especially on the line. And I will definitely be using the transfer portal to backfill some of these guys. But that's going to do it for this episode. Not a great start to the season, but very encouraged by our defense. Like I said, offense, we got to go into the lab and figure some things out. So if you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit that notification bell so you know when the next episode goes live. And I will see you soon with the 2nd and 3rd games of the Season 3 here at Memphis Tech. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later.